Hello again, this is Theo. This is a demo match against Necrophagist and Leon on Sinister. To start us off, we'll introduce kind of like who these players are. Leon is a very infamous 2000 plus Blood Earned Master, pretty much. Very notoriously good on many other maps, usually at a very high level. And Necrophagist is an ancient dual sparring partner from Rafa's old age. He used to play in the Diabolical testings with Cypher and all that. So very old player trying to get back into the groove of things. And was grateful enough to send me these demos so that I can put some analysis or give some of my critiques or things that could be talked about that allow people to learn from this demo. So let's get straight into it, as we're gonna hop straight into the first starting spawns to talk mostly about how things can start off, right? So Leon, of course, he can get many spawns from here. He can get red, he can get mega. Necro is at a decent spot, getting any start he kind of wants. He can push for the mega, or he can go for red if he's on mega. Usually, sometimes it's a mistake to be more aggressive on the first minute on this map, because if you take enough rails, you'll die trying to distance yourself on red. But if you play too fast into that can happen. But otherwise, like, it's a good start for Necro if he wants to play this aggressive, because he's got the weapon advantage. But it seems that Necro is deciding to play a bit conservative for the weapons. It looks like he's also going to sneak into rail here, which is a very nice move. Allows him to get the shards, and he gets to play back at red again. So this means, like, in this position, Necro is thinking about like conserving the red and then transferring over to mega side and keeping a firm control of his stack against Leon. So right now he's just thinking, okay, where can Leon come from? What route is kind of safe? He does spot Leon over there, so he tries to bait him out, not looking for the angle and then going for the angle. And Leon kind of a bit too wide on his angle. It's going to make Necro also be able to push in from top, knowing that there's no other spot Leon could be in. And he did a good amount of damage and steals the mega, meaning like he's in full control. But that read to rocket jump, he was trying to bait out when he was moving back and forth there. When he was moving here and like kind of baiting Leon, he was going to make this jump to try to catch him out. But it was just the timing was so off. Not too off in the sense that he made a bad move. It was off in the sense that he didn't expect Leon to drop like that. And so red's coming up, and Necro's trying to bolt for it. And Leon took it, but Leon is in a position where he can't really get out because he's getting LG'd to death. And Necro hits a really good finisher, so that's like clean control for him. And he catches the spawn there. That was a bit greedy for Leon to go for the rail at that time after that kill. And another clean mega pickup. This is basically like full control. Now Necro is going to just try to look to punish rail. He's a little bit late to that, so he's going to deny the YA pickup first. And now he's thinking about this area again, denying LG probably from Leon. Trying to cut off if Leon comes this way. He's thinking about red. Maybe thinking about Leon's position, and he didn't expect that rail, but he didn't take the rail, so it's fine. He's still gonna be in a decent spot for his red. I think after this point, though, I think Necro's routing is a bit predictable. I think now, like, Leon could get the jump on him, which it looks like he's trying to, but yeah, this move didn't work out for Leon, and Necro made the safe play to RJ for him. Which is really well played, since Leon didn't really have anything there. And he hits a rail here. I think here is okay. Like, he's killing him on the spawn, but Leon gets the red and everything. And it really reduces Necro's stack. He had, like, yeah, like 200 almost. Let's look back at that and see what happened to Leon, or to Necro. Why did Necro take so much damage in this fight? Because he first is here in this position, which is really, really strong to deny red here. But he does this rail, and then he jumps across here without having any LG or rocket distance here. He really kind of like is hoping he hits the rail again. So he's kind of acting in a sense. He's trying to like play into his shots, which kind of makes him fall here. And now he has the. It's not like he has the worst position, but he takes that direct, and then that one, and then that one was the crucial one. So 3 like full head-on directs there really reduced the stack of Necro. He kind of played into the error there, but it's okay because he gets the clean frag. What's not okay though is that Leon starts at the same stack as Necro, and so like whatever happens here is the decider on who gets the next mega. And seeing how Leon doesn't have anything, he does get the yellow, and he does bolt for mega or for rail, which doesn't work out in his favor, and it feeds another frag. But Leon also, yeah, Leon made the mistake here too that mega was coming up, and he has the stack to keep. Necro made the mistake because he jumps back here looking for the angle rather than getting the mega and holding LG here, because like now Leon is able to wide swing this angle with a really good damaging rocket in this area, which risks Necro's life, which is what happened here. So if Leon wasn't able to make that that choice or that decision against Necro, he wouldn't have been getting control here. And now Necro playing the top yellow is gonna really punish him too, because like he can't really play that area when Leon's getting control of red and mega. He can still get it in the end, so that means he's bleeding stack really well. And he's kind of baiting Leon to see if he can catch him. And he does a really great rocket combo that actually equalizes like the stacks, so Leon... Ooh. Leon making the right decision actually to... we'll go back a little. So, I mean, that rocket fight was really good. Necro stood his ground and made sure that he was in a position where like Leon would just die if he hit these rockets on him. Like he made the fight really, really troublesome to Leon, which is what you need to do when you're when control is being perpetuated and everyone's kind of rotating their advantages, so going around the map and grabbing what they can and they can't sort of deal. But in this situation, Necro like does the mistake of dropping for this and hits the rail, but he's not in time for mega, so Leon knows the timing and dies for it. I think it's good that Necro does the damage here, but he also hits a very like fortunate rail at the end too. So like it actually equalizes everything right now, as Leon's gonna be very weak after those 2 rails, and Necro kind of knows, okay, Leon's not really gonna come back for this next red, so he's already trying to look for a setup here. But Leon, I guess, got the 50 there as well, and so now he's looking for the push into this red because he knows red timing. But that was not a good fight for him. He kind of actually threw his life into Necro's arms. Let's look at that again. So we see here that... So Necro is not railable here. So like if he gets hit by another rail, he'll be really weak. So that would help Leon push in even further. But Leon kind of made the mistake here, like right here, that he didn't have LG out probably. He probably had rail out. It seemed like Leon did have rail, it looks like. Yeah, I think he had rail and then decided to switch to LG really late. But Necro was already beaming him there, and it made the situation like 15 times worse for Leon to try to save his control on the red. He probably needed to bide his time and just hit a rail because he would have just made Necro really weak and he wouldn't have full control like he does now. Because now he's setting up for red, and Leon, even though he's trying to make something work with these rockets and rail, Necro is reading it really well and playing that pillar so he doesn't take too much of the damage. That's one of the good spots on Sinister to utilize in a red fight. And he does make a good read play for that mega, but it was so much LG damage too. Like, this LG was insane. He probably just burned off mega, and Necro's still at a very, very, very decent stack. So he's just gonna push in. Good first rocket, but not a lot of damage. Good second one, and then the third one looked like he needed to hit that to equalize or to get the kill there. And so Necro's kind of baiting out this yellow, seeing if Leon can come from it, and grabs it, but makes a mistake going up the jump pad from that rail because now it's going to equalize things. Even though Leon is still like probably one yellow, like it means Leon could probably get the mega here, or probably did get the mega, and so he's going to push his aggression of his stack and try to look for these rails. And now they're probably either Leon's equal with Necro at this point because of the last mega pickup, or Necro is the stack advantage player, which is interesting now that Necro's actually playing this position out to try to get this mega timing or to get mega himself. But Leon playing top position, so that was actually an interesting bait. We can go back on that to kind of explain some stuff that, like, because of this rail, Leon probably slowed the game down to try to catch out Necro. And so he's playing top here. And Necro is reading that. And so now it's kind of a decision on who makes the first move to what major item. And so Necro really well patience, like, drops here, but doesn't cross this. Knowing that he can catch the rush right there, which is what he does right there. And it's kind of a mistake by Leon because red's up too. So like Leon can make the drop himself and come back to mega kind of, but again, if that sort of happens, it's a mistake too that if Leon goes for red and Necro hears it, he can then defend for mega and then do damage on Leon. But at the same time, I think Leon's stack probably needs more armor than it does health. I think him taking that rail, he probably put him to like 160 or something stack or something, because Necro did no damage in the previous exchanges, so he's still got like overheal stack, and needs to work over his armor because then he can just play for the next mega, because playing for different items, like different majors, is not that hard, and you can always fall back onto the yellows, so you can allow yourself to always like perpetuate a very dangerous stack against your opponent despite not being around red or something like that, or despite not being around mega too, because if you're always not around mega in certain situations, if you're playing the armors, you'll always be at a kind of decent stack and reach a 100 200 threshold, or 100 150 threshold. But if you play mega and then play like small armors, you can always like kind of play into red afterwards, kind of, if your stack is anywhere above 50 and 170 overheal or something along the lines of above 150 health and 50 armor, because that's at least 200 stack, and it can kind of grant you a 300 plus equity if you're able to win out red or slow them down, damage their entrance. But because Necro played his position late, nothing in this exchange happened, But because Necro baited the Mega there, like, Leon's gonna be able to get Mega, but he's not gonna be able to get Red, which is kind of what he needs. And he's gonna try to make... I don't really agree with this entrance, because Necro is doing the damage in the exchange. Like, his position was just way better. The only thing is that Necro starts to fade back after that rocket, which it's not a bad thing, but taking that rocket was kind of a bad exchange for him. And then if he took that rail, that would have been like Leon's kill right there. So, like, Necro kind of is playing a bit risky for these exchanges. And he did really well for these rails too. Like, the damage he's been scaling onto Leon has been like tremendously insane. Like the LG, those rails, like it's just been on point. Kind of unlucky in this situation though. He tries to go for the red from the route he chose, but it doesn't. He's not able to like capitalize because Leon was already in position. But he did really well, like not going in for a full fight, kind of peeking with Rocket Splash, and hits a really nice rail. But I would say, I think one thing I notice a little is there's a lack of perseverance or contained awareness of the items, but his damage has been allowing him so much freedom because of it. Like, he's hitting the damage and Leon isn't trading or keeping up the damage with Necro. Like, that LG rail combo just did all of Leon's stack, and so, like, again now, but again, leaving the Mega up, that's not a great thing. So now they're contestable stacks again. Nice move from Leon, taking that route, because now he can just play top zone here. Doesn't hit really any rails though, and Necro gets away with a yellow and some shards. Like, we can also really say that this game's already over with the score as well. Like 11-3. This is like Leon would have had to get the kill maybe 6 minutes ago, or maybe 5 minutes ago. But he was losing his opportunities from these damage exchanges he took because they were not in his favor. Especially like that drop on Mega. That just did not work. And even here, like, he doesn't have anything and he's trying to scrap something. And Necro's just doing the right thing, kind of like playing the distance and finding his openings from what Leon moves in to do. Like here to like really well disciplined like crosshair management for his damage, and is able to just like really destroy Leon's stack. Like, he's just not able to do anything. The LG's just been too good. His rails. I would say I feel as if like Leon's LG was kind of not ever used too much this game, or I felt his rockets. And some things about like the damage difference too, I feel, or at least not the damage difference, but the times when damage is happening, because Necro's doing damage when it's right, and Leon's trying to push the damage when it's right, but it's off-tempoed. So he's always getting the damage. Like, that exchange over by red just did not mean anything for Leon, because he couldn't catch out control, and really good really good like patience punishing his aggression there. But interestingly, Leon sneaked his way in. I guess Necro sound there was a bit off, but he still plays the life really, really well. Like, that rail and how he played out that fight was kind of beautiful. And so that'll be the game. 15-3. Very, very well done from Necro, and I'll probably be uploading another one tomorrow. So take care, everyone.